Nation, greatest nation, United Nations, in the building.
Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. Fire steaming hot, nigga can't with you suits. With my ear, nigga we the rock flute. Staying with the gang, yeah we bringing pain. I just do this big pimping cause we roll with kings. Pockets full of line cash, full of big knots, 2 glocks, bitch you leaving bad for his body drop. Triple water light shower as the sun shit. Gotta stay with real, these other niggas be so counterfeit. Counting up the presidents, the money is a medicine. Wanting all the blues, I'm on the ground like I'm a Mexican. So in the industry, my pockets on infinity. I'm talking to the feds, but I'm current, so I sight up. Niggas wanna see us pop out, you better pay the fee. Sachi on my boxes, I got designer cheese. Carter on you, Carter. If you my bitch, don't lie to me. Niggas know I'm king. You see me really properly. Ripped it out of poverty. Second bitch, monopoly. 30 on my back, and showing threes. Who's stopping me? If I got it, all the gods got it, real shit. Talking crazy C's, letting off that mouth stick. Keys seeing cut, freezing like this fucking girl. Who be doing magic? Catch you right there, never cemetery. I love keys, I love C's. All over the gods. Don't forget my nigga Ace, cause he got the rod. Hungry for the cash, we gon' do the race. Playing with these bitches, niggas, you weak niggas can't relate. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes when you send shots. Be low key, special heart, go and get a mob. Seas with a mirror in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win you suits. Rollin' with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we the flute. Straight drop, bend it over, make the pussy hot. Rollin' with the gang, switching lanes when you sending shots. Be low key, special heart, go and get a mob. Seas with a mirror in July with the Gucci flops. Not quick, but you know I let her baby blue. Shorty on her knees, making music all like a flute. I'm on fire, steaming hot, nigga can't win you suits. Rollin' with my ace and diamonds, nigga, we the flute.
You know them. Bottom line, point blank, we are at them. We are on their necks. What did I tell you? Now you see. Hold on. We gonna keep it rocking the whole time. We gonna keep it rocking. Fact or not, Queen Prodigy was correct. Fact or not. Now, here's the thing you may not know. Queen Prodigy, her whole business was attacked. Business I had going on, attacked. When we brought up these points. Now you got the third confirmation that came out of nowhere like a Hail Mary. What did it say? She said everything we said. Even from the Zabella, everything's confirmed. Now this is a professional actor. Shout out to the industry. Shout out to the industry. What are you going to say now? You can't play around that. Now it's out there for real to a larger audience, confirming we've been saying this before she did. How did we know? That's what should make you scared. You should be shaking in your boots to know, how did we know then? Because I don't know Gina Valentine. I don't know anything about this. Is my first time even hearing from her. Her name, I don't know that. Has never seen none of her work. Shout out to her and what she's doing with her career. How did I know? It's because I know suckers like you, and I know how suckers like you move, and I know what suckers like you get when you involve children. We know now. Now it's out. You're already on the radar. That's the third confirmation. That's exactly what they were looking for. So it's sticking true to the timeline not only Queen Prodigy talked about, but I warned you about. Now you're seeing the timeline play out right in front of you. Now, and I don't know what you're going to do now. Didn't I tell you? Guys, did I not tell him while I was driving in the whip? It's about to come. Now it happened. What is he going to do now? That's the third confirmation. That puts the icing on the cake. That puts the check mark beside your character. Literally, she called you a pedo. Literally, she said you were drugging young women. Literally, she said you had a bunch of minors around. Literally, she said the type of stuff you were doing. You started playing with spells and stuff, thinking you're a mystic. No, you're just a coward and a lame. Now, see, one thing you should have known. The moment you spoke my name or tried to reply, y'all did y'all little lives about me. I am a warrior to the T. You don't have to know what I did. You don't have to know what I've done. You could think you're reading it. You don't have to know none of that. And you know I'm not you, so we're gonna keep that quiet. But what you need to know is that you picked the right guy to do it with. Oh, you picked the right one. I'm the guy who you don't mess with, but you pick on someone because you think you can do something. No, I know just what you are. A pedo chaser. I know what you are. The same way in a prison cell, every night we'd have you run into your cell. That's how I'm going to do you. We'd have you sprint into your cell. All them parties you throw, you'll be running full speed like, I have the whole block after you. Are you stupid? Now we got you exposed by someone who was around you for the second time, the third time with Queen. Let's be real, even the fourth time when I brought it up. Now what's the move? They're out there. Tell me they ain't watching. Get up here, hide behind. They ain't watching. Y'all at your computer screen, they ain't watching. Now try and play me for dumb again. You think they're not watching? That's the third confirmation. You are on the map, my guy. Not for your performance, not for your website. You're on the map for some other stuff. We are going to find out all of these minors you were doing that with. Each one is a separate count for you. No, you know what? I'm going to say it. There's 5 life sentences pending in the situation for you, and you don't even see them coming. Now, remember, I've been telling them what's going to happen, right? If you're mid-30s, late 30s, how many life sentences can you do? That's what happens when you don't listen to the beast. We'll let him run. Let him rock. Let him rock. He deserves the time to... What am I going to do, guys? That was the validation. You are truly bad business for anyone in any industry. Prove it. All those young girls, all of them. How many years you been doing it? Think about it. And no, they're not even after everyone around you. See, you like to push people in a way like a shield. They're after none of them. They want you. I choose you. You want to be the leader. You want to be the man. Here's your chance. You're the man. I left for a reason yesterday, y'all. I left for a reason. As crazy as it may sound, I really did step out. Let me find a way to say this. Your favorite rapper's time. Your favorite movie star's time. Yours. Stop playing with me. I told you don't play with me. Oh, we in the army. No, I got the army. For real got the army. Play with me. I ain't got to threaten someone to come after him. We'll just come for everything you got. I'm not going to come for that. We're coming for everything you got. You defile me. You disrespect me as you have. When I didn't even say your name, they're all calling your name. You want to know what's crazy? I still haven't said your name because we have an understanding of what it is, right? Right? I hope you're not dumb enough to not have an understanding. You know what it is, right? You know what it is. Don't play with me. I'm not your guy to play with. You know what happens if you hit a cell. You know what happens if you hit a cell. With the pedo tag, you know what happens. You know how it's going down. You already know how they checking for you. You already know how they checking for you. Ain't no money in the world going to stop them from opening them buns. I'm just keeping it 1,000. They dream about guys like you that do all that type of stuff, that do that to young girls, that drug girls. And they look for your type of guy. It ain't a shank in the world that's going to save you from that. And you know it's a fact. They're looking. We love your type when you get inside. We love it. Because y'all come in playing tough. We just, yo, I'm going to just leave that right there. You know, young girls, that's somebody's little sister, somebody's daughter. Confirmed minors by the third person? Confirmed minors. You fucked up. And you are a liability. I told you this months ago. You still, yeah, I'm going to keep the party going. Then you said some stuff I would never say. Like saying that you're still trying to move to work. Where? Where to? With whom? That's the red zone now. Now you're in the red zone. Now you're a liability to not only the industry, but you're a liability to your partners. If he's doing business with you, he's a liability. Especially because you're friends with cops. Oh, don't make me say their names. I got them. You're buddies with cops. Guys, answer me this. Has any of his partners, knowing him, have any of you been locked up randomly? Look into it. Their name might be the same name that's around one of your competitors or your guy. That's part of the game if you didn't know. If you're a liability, you're getting more money than someone, they'll try and get the cops on you. That's no good. Yo, you know what happens to that. You playing the game like that, you know what happens. Why do you play with me like this? I was kind, I was nice. You had to go and rattle off some words that I didn't appreciate. I didn't even show you my energy. I didn't show you because I said, I'm going to do you like I do to other clowns. I ain't going to get you right now. But later on, I'm going to eat you like it's the time. That's the first person. Say I don't have 5 more that get even deeper on your actions. Say I don't have 5 more ready to go. You played this social media game behind the scenes with me, but the listener will not be denied. That's the class I'm from. So now you're going to see. I will not deny the listener. That was your first strike. That was your second strike for what you did. I have your third, and I even made a fourth for you. Keep playing with me. There will be so many people coming forward, you're going to think your name's Cosby. Stop playing. You did that. I told you don't play with me. You said, oh, I got that. I told you I ain't care nothing about that. Because what I can do, it's beyond a scene in a movie or a scene dealing with a sex scene. It's stay in your lane. Get up on there, do something on the camera, get off, and shut up. You step into my lane, I'm going to show you how this lane works. Now everybody knows who you are. And that's not even the biggest platform that's about to do you in. Don't worry, I got that prepped and ready. It's coming. You're a priest, right? Well, let me do this special incantation for you. Who are you playing with? You think you doing those practices behind the scene have anything to do with the prowess and power that I have? You tried to step on a bigger man's toes. That was your mistake. Now, I got to call in the big dogs because pedo's attached to your name now. Yeah, I don't want to see you speaking. I don't want to see you posting. I told you shut up before, and this is the last time I'm telling you. Shut up. I don't want to see your post. I don't want to see you saying nothing. The best thing you can do is shut the F up. That's what you do. Shut the F up. Stop posting. Let me see you reach out to one more minor because I have those behind the scenes. You think all those girls were minors? Just talking? Some of them I sent because I said I know he's a man of habit. He will make the same mistake, and you did. We got you. You did make the same mistake. And I told everybody around you, get away from him once, right? I'm not telling y'all again. Matter of fact, all y'all stay there. The more the merrier. That's how I like it. The more the merrier. Watch. I'm just getting started. Oh, the moves I already made, everything's already in motion. I already anticipate you. Because ever since you hit me up behind the scenes, I said something's weird about this guy. I better watch him. And it paid off big time. I don't know who around you. And again, to the officers he's in bed with, I told you, you can make your move, or if you're connected to him. And what just happened? Did you see what just happened on the screen in Atlanta? You think TheCzarr had no knowledge of that? Y'all next up. Y'all next up. It's already in motion. Say what you want. I told you, get yourself together and leave children alone. You guys are just messing with kids. You are the #1 person in the area we have that is targeting young minors. I told you, stop. You don't want to listen. Oh, I'm more powerful. Oh, I'm this. You're too old for that. You're too old. Keep it pushing. We are going to rehear the video that was previewed on Respect the Queen Prodigy. And you mess with her business. So financially, you could get a good 2 for 1. Because honestly, she can sue you for that. Everyone who is making the reports, we have their info. We have you making the report, showing you're a snitch. We got you. So we can validate you snitch. Period. We can. That's bad business for everybody else. Because if you get hit, and they're on to you now because of this recent event, they're on to you. You're a liability for the game. You might snitch on someone else doing something that no one even knows about. You're a liability. That's a fact. That's already set out. Whoever wants to stick around you, feels loyalty, they're risking it all. Now, I told you I'm done giving warnings about that type of stuff. Officially, I'm done. Do what you want to do. But you've been warned. Messing with minors, corrupting minors. Do you know how much time happens for each count? Do you know law? Do you know how many counts it takes just to get you life? Maybe 2 or 3 at best. What if we have over 30? What if there's over 30 documented? What happens to you? It's over. You're going to have to snitch because there's no way you're man enough to do life. You're not man enough for that. Let's be real. You're not man enough for that. Not over that. You don't want to do that. You will get as much buns as you want or get bent over as much as you want. That we can make happen for you. I can help you with that. I had to make a call. I had to step away. The call went longer than usual, but it was my confirmation that this is us letting you know we got you. We got you on this. Leave us out of it, though. And I salute to y'all. I will. But it's too late for him. He's already all over the tabloids. I told you to stop what you were doing, get away from it, leave minors alone, and keep it pushing. Didn't I? I told you that, didn't I? No, you're too mighty. You're too mighty. Now they all know what you're about. And trust me, we have some very, very upset people behind the scenes that did not know that's what you were involved in. There are some that have been arrested randomly that still don't know how they were arrested. Do you think I should help show them how? I can do that. I can show them how they were arrested. And you know what you've done to help that. And still, we can inform you without giving your name. Don't you understand we're a special force? Don't you get how we move? I literally tell you what to stop doing. They tell me you're too dumb to stop. And you're too dumb. Literally. You keep it going. How many people were harmed in the midst of your fun? That's the question. It's not fun anymore, is it? I don't think so.
And he started managing them, and that's when they started. He was 17 years old. They were both 17, 18 years old. I think I remember hanging out at Bruno's house with a whole bunch of porn stars, drugs, bitches, parties, and these kids are living their life. Like, you know how insane that is? Because I was living in the house.
That's why those raps are dope, right?
Yeah, that's why X and them were like insane fucking kids, like fucking doing screamo and like doing all this crazy shit. Like they were living a fucking rock star life.
Because of that flow. That's
Bruno
crazy.
is, like, there's videos of Bruno taking X to Disney.
Damn.
Like you know, you like people said like Bruno was kind of wanting it to be like his like mini me, or like that's like they're twins, or like, you know, they acted almost like.
Yeah.
And X admired that. It was so weird. And that's when all those allegations came out. Like, he beat up this girl that was at Bruno's house. It's crazy.
Yeah.
All that shit went on. Like, it's crazy.
So that was like,
where'd it happen again? Okay, let's keep going.
it's the center of all the.
No one knows that it was Bruno.
Really?
And now, no.
It was who? And not X? Like we said? Who? Let it keep going.
None of X's mom, his friends, none of those people fuck with Bruno because he really got this kid into like a bad lifestyle.
So is he doing?
So you were the bad influence. And if I have to look into it, I bet it was the bad influence for everybody. Now, let me ask you a question. If I didn't truly know everything you've been doing, how would I even have put you on the radar? Think about that. That's something to think about. No one's going around screaming your name. You're not popular. You're popular in your area for obvious reasons, but you're not even on the map. How would I know you if I didn't have someone on the inside of you? Something to think about.
And something else, or just different artists?
Bruno?
Yeah.
Bruno's still doing the same thing he was doing.
Just different artists.
Videos.
He's still doing the same thing? Thanks, Gina. That's what we needed confirmed.
Been selling drugs and all that shit, you know?
Damn.
Crazy ratchet.
That's my new rap name. My new rap name is.
And that's not ratchet. Going for minors, not ratchet. That's soft. You're soft. You're going for minors. You're a coward and you're soft, which means you got to hide behind other men. That's how guys like you get your kicks. Sometimes what I allegedly have on file is you literally getting behind other men. But that's a subject for another time. Let's keep it moving.
Bruno. Like Freeway, like Freeway Ricky, Rick Ross. Rick Ross was like, I want to be a Rick Ross.
Yeah, this is when X was like, he had like short, he didn't even have like the two like blonde. He was kid, yeah. He was recording, and he's like, yo, if I tell you some real shit right now, like, I'm gonna tell you some crazy shit. Like, these kids, like, what I heard, what they did at Bruno's house, Bruno never did that in the house when I was there. He just, like, beat girls up and, like, put them in cages and, like.
Yeah.
He would what girls up and put them in cages? How many cases of assault can we get out of this, agents? Start looking how many assaults we can get on him. Keep moving.
Regular, like, mob boss shit.
Yeah, like, you know, crazy. And then what I heard later on was, I guess after he started living with these kids, they started doing, like, brujeria.
And your influence. You yourself are a bad influence in your influence. What is real will prosper, right? Is that real? Is what you do real? Is that's what it's about? Oh, okay, we'll get to that in a second.
Facts like Wi-Fi, funeral, and all these guys would say that. Even Juice WRLD would say that shit. He was like, yeah, like Bruno.
Is that a fourth and a fifth confirmation That Juice WRLD, a big time rapper, confirmed to her, allegedly, that's hearsay, but she has it as a reference point that that's factual. That's how you show off by beating girls up, putting them in cages. You're showing off for men? No, wait. You're showing off for men. Men, by trying to control girls and put them in cages. For grown men. That's how you get your kicks? Sounds suspect to me. Very suspect. Only matching up with what it is we already have. Let's keep going.
Was doing like they were doing some weird shit. Even X. Yeah, they were like
Florida has that, Louisiana has that shit.
Bro, crazy. I didn't know because when I was living there, like they wasn't doing that. And then I heard that, I was like, yeah,
it's an Everglades shit, like crazy witch doctor.
Yeah, they were getting supposedly they got some of the girls and did like some weird shit, like
like they can
sacrifice.
And boom. Are any of those girls not alive anymore? That's where I got you. That's where I eat you alive. Because we got a list of names, and some of the girls no one can find anymore. Now that's interesting. Very interesting, my guy. Hold on.
Blood just
they don't come up somehow, so like they pass out and they're like knocked out, and then like do crazy shit. Maybe sacrifice. I don't know.
Well, that's what.
So you knock them out and incapacitate them because you're not man enough to just do it, let alone by yourself. And no, Soda Pop, it's not so much he's effed up. He did F up, but it's not so much he's effed up. He's just doing what he sees other people doing, what he thinks impresses other people. But one thing you didn't consider since the start, who has been watching here and waiting for the opportunity to move on you. That's what you're not considering. There's mad people here. Not the ones you love, not just officers you love around the back scenes. You can look at the numbers and think it represents the full amount of people here. But when I showed those other websites that took from TheCzarr All Rights Reserved and reposted my videos, let me tell you something, guys, you don't know. Let me tell you something special about All Rights Reserved. 50% of the traffic comes from an outside source. 50% of the traffic comes from an outside source. Wonder who that is. Wonder where it's going to. Wonder who's watching it. Wonder who now knows. Wonder who's giving him these many calls behind the scenes. Wonder who. Let's play the game. Wonder who.
I heard, and the girls started tripping out. Like the girls with like some weird shit. I believe in that stuff. I live in Miami. I'm not gonna lie. Like I looked into that. I was like, ooh.
Now there's something. If y'all didn't catch the guy, this guy he was unsure. So he tried to say, I'm gonna make my rap name Bruno. He thought it was that, but notice her language. She confirmed to him, no, he's open field. So the guy said, okay, I'm gonna let you speak. So whatever you were being protected by, now you should know it's not there. That should have been a clear confirmation when you heard that. Like, what the heck? Right there. But you're too dumb and too high to realize exactly what's going on. Okay? When you tried to say you're this, my guys hit me up and said, no, they said he's open. I said, show me. Boom. This comes out. They just showed me. You're open. You're a liability. And the same spells and sacrifices you did on others, you're up for the sacrifice, my dude. You are. So what do you say to the hand that protected you that's telling you, hey, it's time? All those sacrifices and stuff you did, it is time, my guy. It's time. You fearlessly did them. Now you're the one to get the group further. You're the one who owes every single person around you. You're the one. You, not them. You. You're the one. You're the one chosen. Trust me, you are. So either you're switching yourself up and doing exactly what they need you to do, or you're getting yourself together. Either or. Either or. You notice how it's the same thing? It wasn't an or option. It's the same thing. You're too much of a liability. There is a new party host supposed to take your place. That's a fact. I can't make this up. You are presumed to be part of the reason for $1 billion man no longer here. You messed up pockets. I done warned you, you messed in some pockets. You think that these nonprofit groups hiding themselves, trying to throw shade, trying to violate is the saving grace. It's not. It's not. Because if they keep playing, they're next. They are next. Confirmed behind the scenes to me. Confirmed. Okay? So you, oh, he's lying. Please, I'm bluffing. No, matter of fact, it's all a bluff. I know you don't do the right thing. It's all a bluff. Okay? There you go. Just so you can sleep at night. Even though I know you don't get no sleep, do you? You're already not sleeping. Hold on. It gets better. Actually gets a lot better. Let's take a minor step to the side. I will narrate this for you. Yesterday, I could not again. I was getting my confirmations on this. Like TheCzarr, we're rocking with you. Here you go. I wanted to talk. I always want to learn from moguls and people that are at a higher level. So I learned. So I spoke with them and learned. Here we go. We're going to check this out, and I'm going to narrate this for you.
So I photographed you in April of 2016. How do you like the industry, and how's your experience so far?
Since the last time you've seen me, I feel like I grew a lot, and I got to experience the industry for what it really is.
This is a grown and transcendent individual since you violated her. Yes. Mentally, she's grown. In status, she's grown. In stature, the support has grown. Okay? That's important for you to keep in mind.
I first started, I was brand new. I was discovering myself. I was meeting new people I was working with. I was getting nervous when I got into set, just like every young 18, 19-year-old girl. Now
she's the perfect age.
It's been a while
for her to be respected. You're
I'm
old.
getting to know everybody. I love it. I love coming to set. I don't even know what I like in my sexual life.
And it's not
how
you.
I want to be on set. I'm not quiet or nervous.
Not nervous, not
and I like
crying.
that because the industry made me more confident as I got older.
Do I need to say anything else?
I got to experience myself. So, yeah, that's what I think a transition husband from last time you see me.
The key word, transition. She has transitioned to a better host, a better person, better business people around. Where does that leave your business? Where does that leave you doing business? It's not done.
Have you found some people that you kind of looked up to that you're friends with now when you first started?
Yes, there's been a couple girls that I actually looked up to.
Yes. She's connected with the right unit. Yes, she is. And I can co-sign that. Yes. She's connected to the right people now. Now this was a year before that release of that information we just heard. That's just so you know, TheCzarr ain't pulling no collars. I ain't pulling no tags. I can only kick the facts around you. It gets better.
I'm really good friends with them. One of the girls that I'm in love with still, but she actually hit me up in my direct messages, and her name's Riley Reed. I love her. She's
That's
the
a big
sweetest
name.
girl ever.
Way bigger than you.
We're actually really good friends, and we hang out, and we go out to dinner together. We have girls'
This
night.
was a year ago.
We sleep over, and she's just really sweet altogether. So I'm really glad I got to become friends with her. Bonnie Ryan, I mean, she's such a badass girl, such a badass. I love
more
her.
Respected.
And
these girls are more respected than you as a man.
First time ever.
That's
And
disrespectful.
I think in a couple days.
What legacy do you have to leave behind? But garbage,
she's super
trash.
sweet to me, and she's just a great person to be around. It's hard to say because I love this industry so much.
She loves the industry. We respect the industry.
And every job we do, I do feel like maybe there should be like an age restriction type of thing. Maybe girls should make sure, or agents should make sure these girls really want to do this. And if anything, try to convince them not to.
Did you see the difference in what she said? It actually resonates. You want to know why? Because there should be an age restriction. So 18, 21 is not the age she's talking about. What did you do? You are called as a person who is alleged to be a pedo, once alleged, 3 times confirmed a pedo. You are. You go for young girls, you beat them up and you put them in cages. What choice did they have? You overpower them to show out for men. Normal men at that. Rappers, they're normal. I can tell you they're normal because they ain't the one in the industry that pays your checks. That's a fact. That's a fact. Let's keep going.
This, and if they really wanted to do this, they'll push forward through that and they'll end up in this industry. But I feel like it's very hard because
now time for the victory.
And
the victory black.
I think it's an amazing industry, but it takes a type of person to stick in this industry and become successful and to know how to take care of themselves in such a high demanding industry and society that we're in today. So I feel like that's probably the only downside. Like I wish it was like more like a screening, making sure like the girls are mentally and like know that they want to do this. It's funny because you would think, but it actually not. Performing on set is completely different than having sex in your bedroom. And I think a lot of people can agree with that. I'm sure a lot of people, like civilians, would think like that's what we do, and we're like acrobatics in bed, and we're like doing handstands and like climbing on the guy, and the guy's picking you up. Like, no, we do not do that. If anything, because of the sex I have on set, it's so out there and so like crazy, and it's like a different type of intimacy. When I'm at home, I'm like very like sweet and cuddly and like I want somebody to kiss me and like, you know, more like loving and like intimate and like take my time.
Is every single scene you've shot part of a movie, or are you doing this leisurely with all the girls because you can't separate the difference? See, that's why, Orion, I say he's not effed up. He effed up, but he's not effed up. This is a guy who can't separate business from real life. That's the effed up part. He's not effed up. His mind is effed up. He's been in this industry way too long. That's why you're effed up. You can't separate the two. That's why you can't have a useful relationship. That's why you can't even have a relationship. Because you're too effed up. Maybe some call it possessed. Whatever it is, it's effed up. Don't pride yourself. I'm a effed up person. No, you're not. You effed up though. That I will confirm.
It just depends on the person. The friends that I've had before porn, they still see me the same. I'm still the same person. Nothing has changed. Because I am a regular person. Even if I had that type of sex life without the cameras on, people wouldn't know and it would be considered as normal. But yeah, and then yes, because I've had fans come up to me and like people know me. So yeah, and it is different because I have fans that come up to me and they want to take pictures with me, and it's like maybe people get nervous around me because it's such an intimate time in their life, or they're in the bedroom.
And if, respectfully, if he's a Svengali, I can tell you right now that I am confirmed a psychopath. I am. Not a sociopath, a psychopath. Because normally, a person that disrespects me like that, I do some other things. Saying, oh, I'm going to do this. I'm not worried about that because I know when I see you alone, you're not going to say that. I'm going to have to pull up with no guys. Matter of fact, when people try and pull up with a bunch of people around, that's when you get bad. I can tell you right now, my freedom, psychopathic, period. I can't lie to you about that. I can blend in with society and stuff because I know the mind, but honestly, someone like you don't deserve to even say what is real or prosper because there's nothing real about you but the fact you abuse women for men's enjoyment. When I don't get why doing that for a grown man instead of enjoying yourself at a party takes precedence, but it explains a lot to me about the videos where other men was breaking your back out. Now that explains it all. That I will say. I will tell you that. I will confirm that for you right now. Now, I told you we had the videos. Again, how would we even know? It's not like X put this out. It's not like, oh, X told him. No, we know this. Researching you, we know this. We know. You try to stick behind the scenes with rappers. That's why you make friends with them. Because your legacy is trash. It won't matter. It won't matter to nobody. It'll just be one less party spot. You know this. And you know what awaits you because of what you've done. That you do know. You know that. Out of anything you know, that's what you know. Because of all you've done, you know what your Savior has awaiting for you because of your bad decisions with people. The worst thing you can defile is not only a minor, that's number one, but it's another person in general. If you read, the book tells you. It tells you what you get. No. What's crazier is that you're going to pay for each and every person you did that to. That's out of this world. Everybody wants you, like, I hope he gets what he deserves. Did I say that? No, because I know what you're going to get. And it's way more devastating than anyone who hates you can think up to happen to you. Really is. It really is. The same place in faith your soul went to, what's going to happen in the afterlife. You can think it's not, you already see, I don't even have to go into detail. You're already seeing glimpses of it. That's why you can't sleep. I know what you're thinking. I know. I'm there with you seeing it. I'm telling you, what you're seeing for what you did, it's horrifying. That's what's waiting for you. The visions you see when no one's around is what's waiting for you. That I can confirm that. Yes, I can. I read what you read. I know. I try and listen. I gave hints, tips, tricks, tried to help. You kept doing it. Now someone's out confirming what we've said. When you made a joke of us, we confirmed it. I told you I got people all around watching you all the time. There's not one time you think it's secret, someone's still watching you.
And they think it's private when they meet that person is completely different, so they would treat me differently. Or people think that having sex with me, like I had one problem where I was trying to have sex with this one guy and we were hanging out and it was amazing, and then he wasn't wanting to have sex with me, and I think because he was nervous or he think he was going to be good in bed. And so like that treated me differently, because I know if it was any other girl, they would like, I don't give a fuck, I'll just fuck her. And like, you know, but it's just different now. The first time I saw porn, I was really young. It's completely by accident. It was
Now, I just want to bring this back to this thought. Yes or no, one of the women that were around you did or did not get arrested because she was messing with minors. I don't know how she got her slap on the wrist. That's none of my business. But for you, how'd you get away with it? We'll say Jay, how'd you get away with it? How'd you get away with it? Interesting thing, right? To some, it's not to me. There were a lot of legs in the air in your defense, but at the end of the day, these connections you thought would keep you from being realized as violating minors, when the sovereignty of you doing so is still pending. You did it. You can cover it up. You can say, oh no, I don't know. You did it. Bottom line, it's well known. It's documented where you don't want it to be documented at all. You're a liability. Now you're a liability. That cannot be erased. And if you want to sit here and tell me, oh, what's real will prosper, well, I'm going to say that to you. What's real will prosper. The reality of what you've done will revisit you. The people you think is a priest, I'm going to call them a priestess. For more than one reason. But bottom line, it is pending. I'm going to just say this, and I'm going to leave it there. What is real will and always forever prosper, right? Right? So we got an understanding now. Now, onward, because I got something else I want to show you. This is interesting. Ooh, where's it at? Hope they didn't take it down. Hold on. Come on.
How would you like it if...
There we go. I'm going to let the ads run for a second. Dang, he's getting the same viewership as me, and he got like 3 to 4 times as many subs. What's going on with that? What are you doing?
He tried to use the opportunity to call us bitches or whatever the fucking case may be, and talking about how he was trying to use y'all, the niggas that was around y'all was trying to use y'all or whatever. First and fucking...
He didn't direct that at you. He didn't say, you're a B. He did not do that. But I get how you would think that, being you think someone's your guy, and they're telling you that. I already talked about that. But
foremost, nigga, y'all say that we gave you $1. The help that I got from Josh came through the record deal that we all got, nigga. I never borrowed or nothing was given to me, nothing was loaned to me, nothing was borrowed to me, none of that shit. And I'm speaking for a lot of the niggas in this group, nigga. A lot of the niggas that borrowed from John or asked John for shit, those niggas is not in this fucking group no more, nigga. Let's start off with that. Let's start off with loyalty to John. Let's start off with when John was in jail. Just what she was talking about when he was in Houston, whatever the case may be, nigga. There's a difference between niggas who was in members only and niggas who was Josh's friends. I'm not about to take away from your friendship with Josh. Everybody had their good times with Josh. Everybody had their bad times with Josh. So I'm not going to sit here and tell the world that he was...
Whose bad times never got resolved, though? Let's see. We know Ski's bad times got resolved. We know everybody's times got resolved. I still haven't heard Trunks' times getting resolved. When did you resolve that? How would you resolve that? When? He's going to build my point. Watch. And you already know when he mentions something, he pops up on the screen. This one's a little bit more. It's going to go
future forward. There for him sometimes he felt like he wasn't there for him. Shit, he felt that way about all of us. So I'm not about to criticize your friendship with Josh. What I'm talking about right now is members only. The fucking group that he started. The shit that when we started members only, we was a bunch of niggas in a group chat on Twitter. You feel me? It was made up in everybody's mind that Josh Say and Ski niggas was fucking Ski. Josh Say and Ski was about to be the first niggas to blow. It was in everybody's mind that this is the way that it was going to be. And God damn it, nigga, we made that happen, nigga. We all neglected our own music careers, nigga. And when John dropped the song, when Ski dropped the song, and they put that bitch in the chat.
So hold on, real quick. Let me reiterate this so I understand. Ski and Ja were being pushed. So if the team was pushing Ski and Ja, right? Where does Trunks' narrative of saying Ski was disloyal to his brother when all the members only was pushing him and Ski was familiar growing up with them? You claimed he lived with you, and I seen a video y'all together. Why would you target him? Well, bottom line, the person that's more familiar with somebody is quicker to attack them than someone they don't really know. So how well did you really know X is the question. You were hanging around Ski and them so much. How well did you know X? So let's get this straight. You weren't really in the members only tip until X involved you. No, hold on. I'm going to wait for the receipt that I want to truly
share. And then it was our responsibility to create more Twitter pages, and then we would repost it from those other Twitter pages. Nigga, we worked hard to make sure Josh and Steve got to where it was at, nigga. And to be honest with you, a lot of us didn't even get no fucking credit for it.
They were too equal. So you were a lesser man that jumped in a big guy's back.
John wasn't like, oh, I have a bunch of niggas around me that I want to put on. No, nigga, John was trying to repay us in his way. Everybody that John tried to put
but
on,
you took your payment using his social media.
Let's talk about
that's a fact. We could go through that if you want to do it that way.
You was talking about how
you still aren't answering.
How one of his friends.
I don't hear you at all. No, nigga, you're not speaking on this. You don't want to, because I figured your type of guy out. You're the rat that runs in between the big cats eating the cheese.
I was the one that went in front of the fucking royal palm, in front of police officers, security guards, all that shit. Punted that nigga down all day, nigga. I didn't eat all day, nigga. I was the one that beat.
Why isn't he responding saying facts? If you were truly around the group, you could confirm what he's saying, but you're just there. It's looking at the sky. What angle are you pulling here, kid? Kid, what angle are you pulling here? You just heard him say something that you know Craig ain't said. You know he didn't say it. He didn't say members only. He didn't say nothing about y'all. He named the two guys he was talking about. They were from his hometown. I see you speaking on beef, but it's never beef hometown-wise.
That nigga asked why your ass was in fucking Houston, nigga. Let's talk about loyalty to Josh since you all want to start off with that fucking shit. Let's talk about all of that. Let's point the camera at the nigga right here who knocked out 2 of the fucking Migos for this nigga in fucking LA. Let's talk about loyalty to fucking.
If you cared so much about Ja, now we're not talking about Bass or Craig. If Kid cared so much, how come you weren't there knocking him out with him? What were you doing? Partying? Well, let's see how that works.
Let's talk about the first fucking manager Josh ever had. Let's talk about the first fucking manager that Josh ever had. You don't even hear Josh's blood. That shit crazy. Bullshit that you want to know.
It's crazy? What's crazy about it? What's crazy? That is crazy. You're amping him to go at Craig when you know he wasn't talking about y'all. He wasn't. It's crazy. Now it's crazy. Oh, that is crazy.
With Craig, you even hear brother running over the bullshit that you running on with Craig. Let's talk about loyalty to Josh, nigga. Huh? Let's talk about all of that shit, bro. Let's talk about the days when we was all starving, nigga. Let's talk about, okay, so when Josh went out to LA for an interview.
Kid wasn't starving. He didn't say facts. He wasn't starving at all.
Shut the fuck up, nigga. Let's talk about all the fucking floors that we all slept on together, nigga. Eddie, Kilo Jr., you inside this bitch? Kilo, post the fucking video of everybody laying on that fucking small ass bed in your room, nigga. Y'all ever saw them little clips of Josh saying that red room, nigga? That's Kilo Jr.'s room, nigga. Let's talk about starving together, nigga. Let's talk about starving together. Let's talk about scamming, nigga. Let's talk about when that bitch stole all of Josh's money when he got.
How are you not saying facts to scamming? We just had a fan expose you for that. Scamming him.
Jail. He had a fucking song on iTunes and he couldn't get none of his fucking money out of PayPal because they locked his shit, bro. Let's talk about how he had to scam to get food to the fucking dorms, bro. At FIU so that he could eat, nigga. Let's talk about how he came out and he couldn't even fucking eat, bro. And we had to scam to get food for all of us, bro. All of us, nigga. Let's talk about the house party. Let's talk about the fights, nigga. Let's talk about all the fights, nigga. Let's talk about all.
No cat. No mother effing cat. No mother effing cat. That's not me upping somebody to go against someone. Is the rat not exposed yet? Is this rat behavior not exposed? Is this acceptable? Me ratting like this? Me being a rat amping him? So if Craig comes across you, he should just punch you in your mouth. Because the way this is working, you're against him. So him and Bass can argue, but he should just rock you. No cat, no cat.
All the knives that get pushed in niggas' neck on this members only shit. Let's talk about all of that. Since we always on that positive shit. That's what y'all want to see. That positive shit, nigga. There's a whole other side of members only. And after TheCzarr died, we tried to make that shit disappear. But let's get back to all of that shit. Let's talk about the niggas that risk they free.
You ain't saying facts to that? You weren't there when they were busting moves like that? You're rapping about the 4 or 5. You're rapping about everything. You weren't there busting moves. Let me tell y'all something. If somebody was co-signing stuff like this and they weren't riding out doing it, you would get no respect anywhere you went in the city. None. How could you? You weren't doing this. You weren't doing this. He's here putting his neck out. And you're only saying facts to things that make you feel comfortable. You're not even entertaining the conversation. Why are you live?
For this members only shit. That's what I said. There's a difference between members only and niggas that were friends with Josh Day. Now let's fast forward. That was his favorite word. Fast forward. Fast forward. Josh Day died. You're all distraught, right? This is the fucking difference right here. If you were just a friend of Josh Day, right? All you had to do, nigga, was come to the fucking funeral, pay your respect, and represent all. Pay your respect.
Why are you talking now? Why are you talking now? I still, at this one part, this is the only part you stumped me. What are you trying to stop him from saying? What are you interrupting him for? What's the interruption for? He's talking. Shut up. Why are you interrupting him?
Hold on. Pay your respect and represent his legacy for.
Let me tell you something. Now, anybody that has a group, that has any unit of friends, if they're live, especially in front of people, there's a certain way you speak. The fact he could tell you hold on like that, it tells me your stature in the group. You're the tag along trying to take more food out of their mouth that they earned to get. You're the tag along. You're not no major factor. He had to tell you hold on. If that was anyone else in the group talking, he would have let them talk. But if I tell you hold on here, it means that I'm spitting real stuff. You be quiet because this is my time to talk. That's how I know you were the devil in his ear. That's how I know. Because there's no way on any normal basis that within a group, we tell one of our guys to hold on if they were about to say something real because they were there with us, which tells me off of that reaction, 9 times out of 10, you weren't there for a lot of what he was saying. You weren't. You couldn't have been. He wouldn't have told you to hold on. You would have had something valuable to add. You don't have nothing to add.
The rest of his life. That's all you have to keep listening, all right? But y'all niggas decided.
He made you step out the room. He made you step out the room. Now, let me say something to Bass. Off of that happening, do not be shocked if you're blotted on that. Don't be shocked if he's like, well, you know, this guy told me hold on live. Made me look a certain way. It made me feel a certain way. That's funny style. Oh, because he told you hold on. Now you're going back. Nah, he didn't tell you don't speak. He said hold on. Regardless, you know that's your stature. If someone tells you hold on and they're an upperclassman with it, you hold on till it's your turn to speak. That's no respect. That's disrespect. You don't just leave mid-me talking. You wait till I'm done, then I'll let you speak. You should have waited till he was quiet so many times in between saying real stuff, right? Why didn't you speak then?
What y'all niggas decided to do was, y'all decided to come in on the contract negotiations for members only fucking volume 4. This is what y'all do. Because at the end of the day, when it comes to members only volume 4, keep in mind, I gave y'all your last song with Ski and Jar. Me and Absent Will got those Josh Day verses on that members only volume 4 tape, nigga. I did the engineering for that shit. I did the fucking beats for that shit. But I still took the same amount of money as everybody else, and I did not complain about it, nigga. That's
crazy. That's crazy. You split it evenly with Kid too? Wait. You got an even cut Kid after he did that work, which means he fed you. So I'm going back to your song, Love Never Blossoms. Who's asking for favors? Who's this person asking for favors you speak of? Who's really asking you for a favor? Really? Who? Name them. They're doing you all the favors, let alone letting you get on the track. Sitting through your verse, I would leave the room. I couldn't be there. It's like, let him rap. When he's done, I'll be there.
So let's talk about loyalty to the group. I took the same amount of money as everybody else, even though y'all did half or fucking a quarter of the work that I fucking did.
How much of the base, how much of the work does Kid do? At all? Does he even know how to do engineering? Does he even set it up? Now, you said yourself, most of the people were gone. Are there still people lingering like them? Like him, really? How much of the work you really do? Because I have people I'm talking to behind the scenes that work with the music. All you do is record the verse and leave. What do you do? I'm trying to figure out how someone can have such a strong opinion on a member doing a solo career if they're barely doing and putting in work.
I took the same amount of money as everybody else, bro. But this is what y'all did. Y'all was taking advantage of the opportunity. So y'all came in, y'all got your little fucking money.
I'm gonna back that up some. And I want you to think of Kid and to listen to what he says. Even if he didn't mean it at him, listen. This sounds about right.
So let's talk about loyalty to the group. I took the same amount of money as everybody else, even though y'all did half or fucking a quarter of the work that I fucking did. I took the same amount of money as everybody else, bro. But this is what y'all did. Y'all was taking.
Wait, 1 second, quick. Did you feel this was coming and you couldn't say no cap to this? Were you a genius somehow and thought he was going to this extent? And you said, I'ma just listen.
Taking advantage of the opportunity. So y'all came in, y'all got your little fucking money. And then y'all got the songs on Numbers Only Volume 4. And then you got to get on Josh's album, nigga, because Miss Cleo asked me to be on the song too, nigga. And I did not do it because I do not want to be on Josh's new album. That album is for Josh and not your fucking conversation ass niggas. But you want to hop on Josh's album, even though the rest of us turn it down, right?
Now that I can only give respect to. But Bass, let me ask you this. If she went to Kid first, because she had respect for you, but if she went to Kid first, would he have turned it down? You're coming at Craig like that, but would Kid have turned it down? The only reason he turned it down probably because he knew what your thoughts were. So he said, nah, yeah, no cap on that. But in the back of his head, he was like, dang, I'll hop on that joint. He didn't think that. He would turn down the opportunity. Yet, he hopped on his social media without his permission, posted his songs without his permission. Did he feel this narrative was coming? Let me tell you something about people that do weird stuff in the mix. They have this weird sixth sense. When he told him, hold on, he said, oh, he's about to go to a new level because he knows him to some extent. So he said, I'm going to just listen. When I heard this extended version and heard that part, I said, that's why you hopped off. That's why you slid to the side, because you knew the next things he was about to say can also be linked to you. So you wanted it to carry only to the one member he mentioned he was talking about and not to you, even though it fits you. That was interesting. I said, got it.
Well, let's talk about Members Only Volume 4. Let's talk about Make Him Run. I gave you all your last fucking song with y'all sing and ski, right? Let's talk about Make Him Run. That song was supposed to be for my album. That song was supposed to be for my album. But when Josh died, when all this shit was going on, I decided that I'm going to take this song and put it on Members Only Volume 4. But what did you do with Run It Back? Did you put Run It Back on Members Only Volume 4 for the fans? No, you said that shit so that you can make money off of it yourself, bro. You saved it so that you can make money.
Now let's say this for Craig. Craig's been making money with X. They've been getting money. So respectfully, I hear your point, but they've been getting money. They've been getting money. So for him to do that, you decided to share it because you up the profits of everybody. But remember, Craig had to know Trunks prior to the situation because he sent him money before. So let me say this. After all the money Craig lost when everyone came to Texas, did he not need to recoup that? If I made 30,000 and I was missing 70, would I not need to recoup $70,000? 70. I lost 70 grand. I need to recoup something. And it's not like he was checking your pockets like, you don't get paid off the album because I lost 70. He bit that and said, I got to get my money back. He came from nothing like everyone else, as he told in his story.
Of it yourself. When we all got booked for the Miracle Lemonade show, what do we do, nigga? What did I say I did earlier, even though I did more work on the tape than everybody else? No, nigga. When I said we didn't get paid yet, I'm talking about we didn't get paid our royalties yet. The money that we all took that was the same amount was for the advances. There's a difference between the advance and the royalty. So he was able to get paid from the advance, and now he's going to get paid from the royalty just off of faking like he gave a fuck about members only. But that's not the problem.
Bass, I disagree. I disagree because Craig does care about members only. You got to remember, he may not come at you because you accept some people. That I can confirm. You accept some people he may not accept. That doesn't mean he's going to make everyone suffer from it. So he's going to keep his feelings to himself. Now remember, a month ago, I played your receipt. Do you see who was gunning for him when he didn't even do nothing to the person? You don't think he heard that? See, when you move like Craig moves, you'd witness that. And you'd be like, yo, did he just call me a fruit fly? He can accept y'all when Ken Soul and Bass, I can accept that. But this guy called me a fruit fly. He wasn't going to make a big stank about it because he's like, I got to get to the money. I got a family to feed. I can't beef. Think about that. He called him a fruit fly. This little midget called me a fruit fly publicly. What are you saying about me then? What are you saying? You called me a fruit fly to all your fans, all members only fans, everyone. I wanted to show you who's throwing distaste in the mix for real. It's not even Bass and Craig arguing. It's his comments. He called me a fruit fly. What?
I don't care about you getting your money because, yes, you deserve your fucking money. My issue.
See, didn't I just say he had money to recoup? And he's acknowledging he lost money. Now let's see what his butt is.
The situation is, why would you use all of Josh's Avenue and then turn around and be like, fuck members only, bro?
He didn't say F you guys. See, that's how I know someone was in his ear. And that's why I'm confirming. I think it's Kid. You were live with him. A month ago, you were in his crib. You tried to get Ken Soul to get to this level. It didn't work. So now you said something to him to make him amp up. That's a fact. You did. You are what brings down any strong family of a music group. You are. You are. Kid is. It's not Craig. It's not Bass. It's not guys behind the scenes. It's you. because you want to get involved in everyone's stuff. You're supposed to be common. You're not supposed to pick a side. That's not what a group does.
This was Josh's fucking group. The thing, Josh asked me to do a mixtape with him before too. I turned it down.
Oh yeah, Bass. I agree. It's Josh's group. This dude went on his social media and violated him. Why is that not a concern? He violated Josh. He went and used this stuff without his permission. That alone shows me what he is. You're the fruit fly. You're the sand fly. You're the opportunist. You use my stuff when you knew if I was free, you wouldn't do it. Without asking me, at least. But you do it when I'm not there. You're the fly. Bingo. We found it. That's literally related to what you're saying. Literally. You can't hide that. I can't make this stuff up. How am I making it up? He did that. And he asked them to get his butt whooped because he did it. Bet that never happened. Rats are good at talking their way out of situations. And you got that rat tail hanging down the front.
Nigga, Josh was not surrounded by niggas, even the niggas that I don't fuck with. It wasn't a lot of niggas that was asking Josh shit, bro. The rest of us, we was really.
There wasn't a lot, but you're going to tell me the one you were just live with wasn't not only not asking, but trying to take it? Do you get that everything you're saying is fact? But it's not about Craig. It has nothing to do with him. Look at the rat under your nose.
Strapped out with keeping that man alive. Let's talk about some real shit, bro. Craig. Really, Craig? All of the shit that you took away from everybody just to put shit in. When we went to the Lyrical Lemonade Fest, nigga, we all get paid evenly, don't we? Why Craig go to the people and tell them that he wants the fucking $3,000 and then split the rest between the rest of us? Like, this is the issue.
Maybe that was wrong. But if you lost $70,000, what is 3,000? 70K you spent. 70,000 to 3,000. That's the difference between someone getting the car X had and then going and getting a hoopty. That's the literal difference. The 70 I lost, 3,000. And I'm going to say this, I'm not saying what Craig did was right at all. But I need you to think. How many people aside from you got paid that don't really even bring a factor to the group?
You want to be the fucking star. You want to be the star of the group. The rest of us.
I don't know whether y'all don't watch what other people do. Trunks just used X's fans. Said, vote for me. Vote for me, guys. X is no longer here, but vote for me. Literally. He wants to be the star. He made moves without any of you. Going for his fans. Literally, directly going for them. Making behind the scenes receipts. Like, do you see how everything you're saying is fact? But it does not apply to Craig. It doesn't. You can argue about the 3,007, but come on, logically. But saying that he wants to be the star, he's out 70K. But you got this man over here literally trying to do a solo career through X's fans. Taking his fans, sending money to people he cherishes, allegedly. and he's trying to be the star because he went and asked for more money? No, this guy on social media, and it's just networking and business that he came at Ski for. He's trying to be the star, breakout star. Literally, vote for me on XxL. I called him out before I even seen these receipts. I said, what are you doing, dummy? Who are you talking to? How are you telling his fans since he's going, I'm here? Why didn't he do that for members only? Why did he do it for himself if he doesn't want to be the breakout star? Look at it, learn, listen. When people are kicking real talk, you got to know it. And when people are snakes in the grass, you got to see it. That's a snake. He's a snake. Kid is a snake. Period. He wants to say no cap and stuff to that. He must have known you were going into this narrative. He had to. So he left. Because everything applies to him.
Don't give a fuck. We just want to make music and be members only, bro.
That's not true. Listen, man. Listen. What you're saying to Craig, that does not apply. I can confirm that. I can confirm it. Whereas being members only for some people, it's not about the group. It's about the benefits. Even in the song, he was speaking as if hoes is over money.
You want to be the star of the group. We don't care about that. By all means, bro, be a shooting star, nigga. Accomplish all your dreams. Be the greatest that you can be. But, bro, do not try to turn people against us, nigga. We didn't.
Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. That's what this guy did. He did it with Ski and John. He's doing it with you now. He's not based. You're a very competent person. You're a competent rapper. Everybody likes what you kick. You're telling me that this kid did not say Craig is coming out. He didn't mention nothing to you at all about Craig's live. At all. That, he's targeting us. I'm speaking for us. He went live trying to speak for all of you so many times. If you don't believe me, I'll break them up into a compilation and show you. He's tried to speak for the group multiple times. He tried to do it to Ken Soul, but it didn't work. Ken's at a way higher mental level than he is. He caught him. He schooled him like 2 or 3 times on that same live. He was trying to get him to go against Craig. What you're saying is not wrong. It is not at Craig you should be saying this. It is that kid. You say that to kid, I'll yell no cap till you finish. This is what he's done. Look at you. He's turned you against Craig. Even during that live a month ago, he was trying to get y'all both after Ken was schooling him. And it didn't work. You didn't let it work then. But I get why now it would be more because you think his live's all about y'all. It wasn't. The only thing he talked about was that I was out 70,000. That's a fact. He said that. But when he was saying all that other stuff, it was legit to the people in Texas that got little people on drugs. I'll replay it and show you if I got to. I feel like you didn't see it yourself. And this guy came. You respect your other members, so you took it to heart. He wasn't talking about y'all at all. This guy is literally trying to break y'all up. You and Craig on a feature would be fire. He's trying to cause a dismay because he knows that. If you and Craig made a song and didn't keep him in, y'all would both overnight blow up better than he'll ever blow up. It's chess. He's playing chess with y'all. You don't see it? He's playing chess with you two. He tried it with Ski and Ja. It worked because they didn't make up till right before X left. But he's doing it with you two. This guy's a snake. I don't care. Kid Trunks, you're a snake. You're a snake. Something's wrong with you. I think you're involved in a lot more than we even know yet. We're investigating. You're a snake. You are a snake. Kid, you're a snake. I'm telling you right now. If you're not intervening now to tell them to chill, you're a snake. And I don't see you. I don't see you. Because it was okay when you were trying to get Ken and them to make a public announcement. But now it's at a point you're not saying nothing. You're not saying nothing. You're not doing nothing. These two are about to go to war with each other. You won't say nothing. You are targeting them. Why? I'm asking you. Why are you targeting them? If it's about the group, why are you in the mix to cause commotion, but you're not willing to be honest and open and say, you're both my guys. Stop arguing. That would be the realest thing. Why aren't you real like that? Why do you want to see them commit some type of issue and go at each other? You see them arguing and you're just listening. Like it's drama. Like it's Lifetime. Like this is a CBS network show. Nothing's funny about this. There's nothing funny about this. These are two rising stars that X wants to see win. Why are you not backing them? Why are you not stopping them from fighting? But you want to say no cap and yell out facts while he's coming at him. What's your game? What's your end game? What's your end game here, guy? What's your end game? I know guys like you. What's your end game? What's your end game? Because in any type of street beef or street thing, two guys who are up on top, they would stop arguing and look at you like, what's his angle? But because it's music and you're always hanging around, they don't want to see no bad about you because they look out for you. You might do stuff for them to get their trust. You're shady. You're a snake. We don't have you in a group. We don't have you. You're literally, something's not right with you. Something's not right with you. Something's not right. Everything he's mentioning, it's how you're moving. That's how I know. Everything he said is fact, no cap, whatever you want to say about you. That's a fact. I showed it. I proved it. I've confirmed it. I showed receipts of the past when you were doing this. What's your end game? Why are you playing both sides? You were trying to be the star. I'm going to tell you right now, you little mother, you little piece of shit, come public against me saying that you're not doing it. I'm going to make the best compilation ever known to man about you doing it. And at the end of it, everyone's going to know what you are. Play with me. Play with me. Say I didn't try and do that. I didn't do that. Say it about Ski and Ja. Say it about Bass and Craig. Say you didn't try to do that to Ken Soul. The way I do this compilation, it's going to wrap your little, whatever career you're trying to do, not them, whatever career you're trying to make, anyone who likes members only is going to know Trunks is an effing snake. Because you're a snake, dog. This is snake behavior. I told you once, I'm going to tell you again. Give all your fans to Tank, Craig, Bass, Ken. Give all your fans to them. Share all your fans. Because you're moving like a snake. You know what he's saying applies to you. You know it. You're an effing snake. I don't know why. I don't know what your little deal is here. I don't know, because you say, well, you know, I'm cool with everybody. I'm networking over here. So I'm going to get you, little snake. You little piece of trash. You midget piece of you midget. You little shit. What are you trying to do to the group? What are you doing to the group? I caught you doing it last month. I got you doing it this month. I got you doing it to TheCzarr when he was alive. What's your little game? What do you think you're doing? What is your midget tail doing? Moving funny. Rapping about stuff you don't need to be rapping about. Because you know for a fact, we're not just randomly assuming what you're doing over here wasn't done in the past. We're showing it. We're showing it. What's your little game? I know trash like you. I know trash like you. You ruin it for real artists to get on. When Tank's working, when Bass is working, when Craig's working, you got a game. There's something about you that's not right. Because you did it to TheCzarr when TheCzarr was here. You did it to him. He called you out. The leader called you out. What's your little game, boy? What's your little game, boy? What's your little game, boy?
Do shit to you, bro. The only thing that we did to you was we didn't allow you to fucking take over this shit and try to be a fucking star. In our midst, bro. That's the difference, nigga.
Trunks tried to do it and failed. Trunks tried to do it and failed. It's not that he didn't try, he failed.
Want to be a star, nigga? Go off and do you, bro. Leave us the fuck out of it. You never fought for Josh, nigga. No, I take that back. You did throw hands when he got pushed off stage in fucking San Diego. But you wasn't there for our fights, bro.
So I need one of them to come in and confirm Trunks was in the fight. Trunks was in the fight. Would he have been in the fight if none of you were there? Because I need that confirmed. Because I'm looking at receipts that show me otherwise. All this stuff you're saying is fact, Bass Santana. Everything you said is fact, but it's not to Craig Zen. It is not to Craig Zen. It is not to Craig. It's not. It's not.
Wasn't there for all of them fights, nigga. When Broward County Sheriff come around with everybody remembers only names on it, nigga, your shit is not on that shit, nigga. They don't have your address, nigga. They don't have your picture, nigga. They got everybody else's, bro.
Now that, Bass, I want to tell you, let me tell you this. I understand what you're saying. Listen to me. I understand. But I want you to think of every angle. Sometimes when the cops are coming around and that's the case, and they got that information, sometimes it's from an unbelievable person that you would not think. Now, I'm not even saying that's Trunks. I'm saying I want you to think that's not always. Because what did I tell y'all earlier? When I was in the dark, under the lights, I told you there are people you would not believe that are in cahoots with cops that are getting you guys on the radar. Sometimes it's not who you think. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you. It's not always who you think, my guy. It's not always who you think that is doing that. Now that I can't pin on him. Okay? Just want to let you know.
Name is not your face. Your name don't come from none of them fucking conversations. Your voice don't come from none of them fucking conversations, bro. Come on, nigga. You did not go through shit for this members only shit, nigga. The only thing you did was came around when God had enough money to take care of people and have people living with him. That's all you fucking did.
Now, he was grinding with X before that. Remember, he's on the friend side. He's on the friend side. Your members only. He was with X before that, grinding. He was. He came around rightfully. He came around after. But they were still getting money together. They were breaking bread long before X had the money to do that. That's a fact. I confirmed it. It's true. They were breaking bread before X even had the spot. So that's up in the air. You can't, because times X didn't have money, Craig was looking. because Craig was putting in work. He was around Lil Peep before he was around X. They started getting money with Peep before he got money with X. He was around. He was. So I get what you're saying, but I do my research. He was. They were breaking bread too. They were. So that can't just be held against Craig as something. That's why I'm telling you it's not between you and Craig. I'm trying to tell you this. You both can argue points. Like he could say, Bass, when we and X were doing these shows, blase blah, traveling with such and such. He was over there before Members Only was created. That's a fact.
You got tired of that shit. You left and went back to Houston, and then you came back after he died playing like he was fucking sorry, bro. You did not go.
Before that happened, now Craig did explain. So that's how I don't think you've seen his live. He explained. He said, X, I gotta go take care of my family, dog. Like my family's starving. They out here starving like I was. I can't let that happen. He went home as the breadwinner. He went home and took care of family. He was making sure everybody ate. That's all he was doing. He wasn't running from nothing. He told y'all, you need anything, let me know. I'll hit the plane right away. That was his loyalty. It was. He was real. He was real with that. Now these are things that I can confirm after listening to both your lives endlessly. Before you thought, you probably watch it live. I watched it more than you watched it. I'm telling you, he was helping his fam, man. He went home. He told X, I gotta go. My fam's starving. X said, go take care of your fam. They had that understanding. So that's like slapping him in the face with a conversation that no one was around for. I still want to know where Kid is in all this. Where does he pop up? But the parties, but the fun. Like, I'm trying to give insight, yo. You're just, listen, y'all are too real of people for y'all to be arguing like this. I'm trying to show you the truth. That's what TheCzarr does. Check my resume. Check it. I give the truth. I told the truth about every case. People didn't always accept it, but I know what I'm talking about. I want you to see the real snake. I'm gonna let it keep going. When you say things like that, why it hurts me is because you're both two talented people. And because of these little squabbles, you got to understand this pits rappers that were together at one point to never make good music again. You'll never be a unit again. But I want you to see who's enticing it. It's not Craig versus you or Craig versus Member Only. It's not. That perception was created through someone intervening wrong because of how they moved to cover up their movements. They covered their tracks. He did. I exposed them piece by piece to you, down to the fact of what he was saying. Oh, whoever showed the video of John in the car effed up. Why did they F up? How did they F up? And not who did it.
The shit that we went through. So don't sit here and try to act like you the fucking, like you the, John was the only person that what? John was the only person that listened, or you was the only person that John listened to, or some shit like that you said. What?
Bass. X's dad confirmed that. X's dad confirmed that was true. He did. X told him. Craig is the one. But Bass, Craig was with him before Members Only. It's not against you. It's not that X didn't listen to you. That's not the case. But Craig and him went through some ish. Craig and X went through some ish together. Like some real serious stuff before the serious stuff you're speaking about. So Craig's perspective of unity with X can be equal, but different. It's not that he's like, oh, I'm more powerful. That's not what his live said. Listen, go watch his live. Please, go watch it. I don't ask nothing of no one, but CommenterNation. I am asking Bass Santana to watch his live. He was not disrespecting you. He wasn't disrespecting members only. He didn't disrespect any members. There's been one person in collusion to make you believe this. One guy in the ear of trying to get Ken to do it, trying to get you to do it. He got Ski to do it. He's involved in everybody's situation. He has a track record of doing this, Bass. He has a track record. You could kick it with him every day. Let me tell y'all a story real quick. There was a guy we kicked it with all the time. I'm telling you, all the time. But there's things we didn't realize he was doing till we paid attention. Like, yo, he's not, something ain't right. He's not solid. Something ain't right about how he's moving. That happens, my dude. That happens. But I need you, in order for members only to become one of the greatest groups in history, I need you to see this. I need you to. You got to see the snake. You got to. If you don't, it could be the end of you. You got to find the snake. TheCzarr, all rights reserved, and trying to show you. I showed you receipts. Go watch my last 4 lives. 4 of them. Not the one yesterday. I had to step out for a call. The other 3 to 4 prior to yesterday. I literally let it speak to show you. I show y'all speaking. I show his mannerisms. I show what he said. I show how you had to step in without knowing it. Literally, you had to step in sometimes, and it might have been second nature, but you had to correct something he said. I need you to see it. I need you to.
For everybody in this shit talking about TheCzarr, give TheCzarr name break. Nigga, the only reason I have to sit here and talk about TheCzarr is because your favorite rapper want to fucking bring that up and try to tarnish our faces, nigga.
Bass. If I'm lying, let the whole live shut off. Bass. With that particular thing you just said, let me play it back. Because I need y'all to catch every glimpse and piece. Because here's the thing. When I mention members only, people are like, oh, he's just talking. I have been trying to show y'all things since the start. I have. From my heart. Because I knew X would want you to know. Don't ask me how I know. I know. Trust me. I know. Look, listen, guys. Listen to it. Listen to the next point. I'm going to let it run back a little bit.
Came around when John had enough money to take care of people and have people living with him. That's all you fucking did. After you got tired of that shit, you left and went back to Houston, and then you came back after he died playing like he was fucking sorry, bro. You did not go through the shit that we went through. So don't sit here and try to act like you the fucking, TheCzarr was the only person that what? TheCzarr was the only person that listened, or you was the only person that TheCzarr listened to, or some shit like that.
It was confirmed. The father did. The father confirmed that. The father said
for
that.
Everybody in this shit talking about TheCzarr, give TheCzarr name break. Nigga, the only reason I have to sit here and talk about TheCzarr is because your favorite rapper want to fucking bring that up and try to tarnish our faces, nigga. Did you see me mention anything about his friendship with TheCzarr? No, nigga, I know.
Now, he didn't mention anything about the friendship tip. Not to that degree. He only mentioned how close he was to him. Okay? But let me run that back, and I need y'all to hear this point. Hold on. I'm going to run it back.
None of them fucking conversations. Your voice don't come for none of them fucking conversations, bro. Come on, nigga. You did not go through shit for this members only shit, nigga. The only thing you did was came around when John had enough money to take care of people and have people living with him. That's all you fucking did. After you got tired of that shit, you left and went back to Houston, and then you came back after he died playing like he was fucking sorry, bro. You did not go through the shit that we went through. So don't sit here and try to act like you the fucking, TheCzarr was the only person that what? TheCzarr was the only person that listened, or you was the only person that TheCzarr listened to, or some shit like that you said. Nigga, what? For everybody in this shit talking about give Jar name a break. Nigga, the only reason I have to sit here and talk about Jar is because your favorite rapper won.
Bass. Now, like I told you, go check their lives, 3 to 4 of the lives prior to yesterday. Every single time I address Trunks about receipts, about anything, go check his Instagram. He brings up Ja's name every single time. He hasn't failed. He runs to saying, missing the moments, missing this, when you still haven't answered for the wrongs you did against him. Not one. You bring him up every single time. It never fails. Everything he said after you got off, right after, watch this every time right after he gets off. Everything explains Trunks. Everything. It's almost like destiny. It's like destiny. It's all like I can attribute every piece he says he doesn't like to Trunks. Everything. Not one can I dodge. Not even if I'm looking for something to dodge. Everything's you. Now watch this. This is the main receipt here. I just had to show you that part. The extended part, it blew my mind. I'm like, he's talking about Trunks. Is that why he left? I'm like, let the ads run. Guys, I literally have been showing him how to progress with the group. The whole group. You're going to skyrocket when you get rid of people like this. He doesn't fix the problems. Check this out. On Vlad TV.
So you're in school and you know, you're kind of getting bullied and so forth. Like,
how? Trunks, how are you getting bullied? You're rapping about this and that. How are you getting bullied? I bet money if I research Tank, Kinso, and Bass Santana, they were never getting bullied. Never. No one even tried to bully them. I put money on it. I'll put money on it. They never met a bully. They ain't never been bullied. But you meet him in school while you're getting bullied. Why were they bullying you? That's the question y'all should ask. Why were they bullying him?
What point did you meet XxTentacion and Ski Mask the Slump God and the rest of that crew?
This was when I was like 15. I met X at a girl's house, and my current manager,
yeah, you're right. You met him at a girl's house because he was macking, always macking. And I can guarantee that you were trying to, if you were used to getting bullied, you were trying to learn that mac. Trust me. Trust me. You were trying to learn that mac.
Old manager Will had dropped him off, and at first we didn't get off. We wasn't friends at first because he didn't know who I was, and he wasn't really a friendly person.
Is that why y'all weren't friends at first? Let's be real. Is that why y'all weren't friends at first? Because he wasn't a friendly person? Or was there something he saw in you? He was like, this dude, man. He was friends with everybody else. He wasn't friends with you at first. I'm trying to show you, read between the lines. He wasn't rocking with you like that at first. It's because he saw something about you. But we know X had a good heart. He chose to overlook it, didn't he? He saw something about you. He chose to overlook. Read between the lines, y'all. Dang.
And then, you know, throughout me being around the area that he was in, we started hanging out more. And then we just grew.
magically, because you're magically showing up around this Mac who gets all the girls. You see the girls going for him. Everywhere they're going. You're randomly showing up around them now all the time because you're around the area when you just met him at that girl's house and y'all ain't never met before then, but you're randomly around the area. Does that sound strange to someone? You ever notice when there's an in crowd, there's that kid that's trying to fit in? That's what that sounds like to me. I don't know about y'all.
Honestly, he just took me in as a little brother. I met Ski through my other friend.
He took you in. So you couldn't work your way in because you being you, he took you in eventually. He said, let him just be down. Does anyone else see what I'm seeing?
My mother homeboy bills, and then I guess everything was just mutual, so everybody just linked up together one day. And then, yeah.
You want to know what that tells me? He was at least familiar with Ski. Right? Because they were the in crowd. But you had to meet Ski and you had to meet X. You weren't really in there. You had to meet through mutual people that were good with them, which makes you the outcast.
I guess there was a situation where you were being bullied and X kind of stepped in.
Vlad's on it. Vlad, you're on it. Boy, you on it. He was like, there was a situation you were being bullied. Vlad TV.
Yeah, X was like staying over my house a couple times, and then he would like pick.
Or did you tell him to? Yo, come stay over my house, dude. You could come stay over my house. Like he needed to. Like, come on.
Yeah, in school. And basically, some days like I would just have very bad days. And like when he picked me up from school, I just be really depressed. He'd ask me what's going on. And, at first, I didn't want to tell him because I knew how he was. You know what I'm saying? I know what he would do for me. So at first, I didn't want to tell him, and they got to a point where I had to tell him. So I told him I was getting bullied, and then from there, we gathered up a whole bunch of people, and then we just resolved that shit.
Oh, so you got.
So X rallied. No, don't say we gathered a bunch of. You see how people speak? I need you guys, like, I teach critical thinking here. I need you to see what I see. No, X reached out to you and said, look, I know these guys will roll in and take care of it. Let's be honest. Be honest. It wasn't we. He did it. He got people and rode on your bullies. Be honest, man. I hate when he's like, yeah, well, we rallied them. Nobody was doing nothing for you in the beginning. And this is the guy's social media that you use without permission. Stop it. Cut it out.
Rolled up on the bullet.
Yeah.
Okay, and just beat him up, basically?
I don't want to get into the detail with it, but we resolved the situation.
You resolved the situation. Okay. And then after that, y'all became closer, I assume?
Yeah, very close.
So I know you didn't have a click before X because you couldn't roll down on the bullies. So you clicked up with X, then you could defend yourself. After meeting X, you gained the heart to defend yourself. So is this a person that makes the song Love Never Blossoms? Where's love never blossoming? Where's it never blossoming? Because what I see is somebody showing love. They're not just saying, oh, I love you. They got your back physically. And you let him do that? Is that why you're speaking in between the lines and playing both sides? Really? Because if you are infatuated with that, how do we know you're not infatuated with Bass having your back, going to war with Craig? Craig, one time having your back, Tank having your back. They all have your back. That's where your comfort level is. I am with a group that will have my back physically. That's the mentality you took to, and you're 15. You ain't never going to hear a story 15. I wasn't defending myself, and I had to call another guy to defend me. 15? We were scrapping. That ain't never, I never have a story. Tank never has a, X never has a, Ski never has a story like that. Not even Mr. B has a story like that. Are you kidding me? Really? This is your beginning of friendship? Come on.
Okay.
Look. Vlad, hold on. Vlad was like, okay.
I mean, at the time you met X, like he was still in high school also? Oh, he was older?
Nah, I believe he dropped out.
Oh, he dropped out.
Yeah.
Okay. But you guys were about the same age?
Nah, I was 15, he was 17, 18.
Okay. And was he rapping at that time?
Yes, he'd been rapping.
He'd been
rapping. This is when Members Only Volume 1 type shit.
Okay.
So in that verse, you say, you talk about someone wanting the flows and you just want the hoes? Who are you talking about? Let me get back to your song. Hold on. We're going to figure it out. Hold on.
Okay. So then, and he already had the whole members only thing.
Yeah, but it was just him and Ski at the moment.
Okay. And you described kind of how the whole
So it's him and Ski. Is that why you felt comfortable causing a riff and coming at Ski to be on X's back like he needed you to do it? Is that why you felt comfortable? Because you know it was just those two from the beginning kicking it? It was him and Ski laying down beautiful music and you had to step up in the midst when they had some type of dispute? For real? For real. That's how you validate it? Hopefully, you're actually understanding where I'm coming from now. This even validates the points I made on the receipts lives ago. A couple lives ago. This validates it. He felt comfortable because he knew he was the outcast since the beginning. Do you get it? Ski's kicking flow. So one of them had to teach you how to do something, dummy, if you're doing it. You weren't doing it.
members only thing kind of came together where you guys actually had meetings and you guys had like a plan on how to, you know, send out music and everything. I thought that was really, really good.
Now, Vlad, you're bugging because you didn't hear what he said. He was the outcast. Ski and X were the music makers. They, them, not him, them.
Oh, because you don't see, you know, especially, you know, high school kids with that type of plan and that type of organization. So talk about how that kind of started to come together.
I mean, shit, bro. X was a very, very, very intelligent, smart human being, and like.
Y'all get it now? That's case closed right there. Matter of fact, let me show you his head direction. He can't even look up into the camera. He can't look straight ahead to say that. That doesn't sound like admiration. That sounds like some level of envy to me. I've been around a lot of guys. That sounds like envy to me. You know, he was a very, very, very smart person. Like, It's not me. X is the brains.
He made, like, he planned everything out, and like basically he just told us what to do, and how it worked was like it was just
he told you what to do. Okay, keep that in mind. He told them what to do. It's his words, not mine. So where do you get off using his social media by a choice you make if he tells y'all what to do when he ain't tell you to do that? You didn't even ask.
a whole bunch of us, like literally.
Look,
it was like,
yo, hold on. I can't make this up. Hold on. You gotta see this.
He made, like, he planned everything out, and like basically he just told us what.
He's looking down the whole time. He even bends down at one point off screen. You're doing everything but looking straight ahead, saying it with some. Let me teach you something. You get in the room with fads because they're investigating you. If you're not making eye contact and you're not giving words, you give it away. Whatever they're interrogating you for, you give it away. If you could do everything else, lace your shoes, clean your shoes, bend down, fix yourself, you give it away. You're giving away what's not being said. Your body language is horrible. No one could do a crime with you.
To do, and how it worked was like it was just a whole bunch of us, like literally it was like.
Hold on. Look, y'all think I'm making this up? Where's he at? Where's he at? When he's asking him to talk about X, what is he doing? What is that called? Showing your rat tail. That's what that's called. My rat tail. You're doing everything but looking in the camera and speaking. So that's how I knew you were funny style. When I seen this, when you did this, I said, he's funny style. I said, let me check into him. I really didn't have the receipts and stuff. I said, you're funny style, guy. You're funny. That's funny style. I said, why when talking about X, he's fixing his shoes, leaning down, bending over. That'd be like me talking to you like this. Like this. What am I doing? You're moving crazy. Your movement's off. Something funny with you. That's why I know you're funny style with the members only going at it. You're funny style. What's your angle? He's asking you things. Are you not proud of it? Oh, you're not proud to talk about what X did, how smart he was, what he was accomplishing. Then you go, it was a bunch of us. It was Ski and Ja, as Bass said, supporting who was set to blow. Tell the truth. You can't even tell the truth here. That's why you weren't saying facts. What's wrong with you?
It was like literally, it was like
we see you.
30 people.
We see you.
It was like maybe
I
10
see
people
you.
overseas, 5 different people from other states, and like 15
Look,
of
you
us.
name it.
Like
That guy, it was him.
And
who was the one that did
basically,
it?
like we would have meetings maybe like every week or so. We would
Goodness
meet up at a
gracious.
local McDonald's down the street, and we would use this app called Google Sheets. Basically, he would give everybody goals for the month to do.
So
And
now we got to get back to the narrative because, like I just said, X was the one commanding the fleet. Bass, you want to say no one's trying to be greater than the team now? You see it right here. This is obvious.
But the goals was, like to just send out his music or Ski's music to random people, go on everybody DMs, and
I'm not.
things, this and that, so forth. And it got to a point where like we didn't have to do it no more. You know what I'm saying? And then everything just went up from there.
Okay, now this is before Look at Me dropped?
No, this is I mean before and after.
Oh.
Why'd you have to think about that? Why'd you have to think about that? Bass drummed it off fast. Why did you have to think about that? You don't like talking about X, do you? You just can't stand talking about the subject. You like he's asking, you can't stand talking about it. Like it's like you're disgusted to have to say that you got your start because of X. In every way, you'd still be getting bullied to this day if he didn't step up and do something, right? You'd still be getting bullied. Like, stop. Like, stop being fake.
Before and after, yeah.
Okay, so you're hanging out and you have this crew, this members only crew, and XxXTentacion is sort of the head of this, organization.
Facts.
He puts together the song, and I mean, do you remember the first time you heard "Look at Me"?
Yeah. I heard it in my close friend's parking lot, Ken Soul's parking lot, and I was.
Hold on. So Ken Soul's your personal friend, but you were trying to pull him into the hate Craig thing? Is that why you felt safe doing it? No. Better yet, he had to tell you Ski's solid. So that's your close friend, and he didn't know Ski first? You see how weird this gets? I know he knew Ski first. Or if he didn't, he resonated with Ski harder. Stop lying. That wasn't your close friend.
So I was astonished, I was like, shit. This shit fire. And then, a couple days later, this shit just blew the fuck up.
Okay, now was he in jail during this time?
Unfortunately, yeah, he was.
Right, because I remember that song blew up while he was.
Is that around the time you used this social media? Because it was blowing up, so you said, let me stick my song in there? Yay or nay?
I'm done. And I remember the No Jumper interview, he was describing how the song along with that mugshot kind of sort of created its own sort of energy.
Yeah, facts. Viral.
So suddenly, you've been fucking with this dude and he's
You see how the only time he could smile and you heard the enjoyment is that he blew up. That's a person that thinks opportunity. Like, yeah, he blew up. So he's like, dang, like I can do this. That's who you confirm that you might have a chance through. Because this was somebody you personally knew that is in the game and blew up. Can't say that about CzxTzaR. I put in the work my own self. I didn't have no one watching my YouTube, pushing the YouTube, except when I paid for it or earned it. But X pushed you to some level of stardom. Put respect on X's name, little man. Put respect on his name, little guy, little gnome, whatever you go by.
a song that's starting to really start to get huge.
Yeah.
You know, what started to change at that point?
Nothing. Everything was still the same.
What started? Everything was the same. Everything was the same. There wasn't a change in fans. There wasn't a change in subscribers, followers. There wasn't no type of change. Really? Really? Now you know you're a lie. And that confirms everything I was saying. Period. your behavior, your mannerisms, how you said it, none of it fits with somebody who's happy to see someone winning. Period. Hold on. Now, with that all in mind, including what we heard earlier, let's do it. Let's do it now. You made that ad-lib?
Bling, 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 bling. Hey, look how this is up. Hello, hello, hello.
I want y'all to hear every bit of it.
Hello.
The beat's knocking, though. I'll give that, whoever the producer is, you're fired. I bet Bass made the beat.
Hello. Hello.
All right. Let's get to what you're saying.
I will never fall in love unless it is with money.
I will never fall in love unless it is with money. So you love the money a lot. So what's the love between your team and people if money's involved? Listen, snakes are telling themselves. Whose chain's missing? Who? Who is ducking? Whose chain's missing? I remember there was a lot of stuff missing from X's house. Whose chains were missing and started ducking? Ducking what? What? Because he was laying low? Because he realized people weren't real friends?
Right now, and then he started busting. You wanna flow in no one else, I guess you started something.
This doesn't sound like somebody rapping who was bullied. I'll tell you that. This doesn't sound like someone who was bullied.
I would never fall in love unless it is the money. Nice change where it missing, then he started ducking.
Just so you know, I ain't lying. You heard that. Chains missing, started ducking, and then you're doing, hey, let me tell you something. People tell on themselves without saying it. They all do but when you do it like a certain person, I get it. Now, if you were just saying it, was just doing it to the song, we could check out other songs. You're not doing it in every song. Trust me. And there's specific times.
Who you find? No one up and then you started busting. You wanna flow no one else, I guess you started something. 4, 5, and your motherfucking skull put you in the hearse. Look. We back.
When did you have a Louis bag? When did you have a Louis bag? When? Since when? When did you have a Louis bag? Oh, I got time. When did you have a Louis bag?
On my way with my designer shirt and your homies.
Designer shirt? And your homies what? Your homies what? Your homies is the one that put you in the dirt. Who? Who are you snitching on? Who are you talking about? I'm not even gonna go. This is just disrespectful. I'm not even gonna go any further. Like, you're right there. Snakes snitch on themselves, especially in raps when they're not really a rapper, which was confirmed in a Vlad TV interview. Ski and X were doing it. You just came out of nowhere. Like, I can't make this stuff up. I can't. But I can tell you what I did make up. Let me tell you. Your favorite rapper's time. Your favorite movie star's time. Your favorite athlete's time. Your favorite mogul's time. Your favorites time. Your favorite entertainer's time. Your favorite comedian's time. All rights reserved. I just broke it down. I told you. I showed you. Subscribe, hit the bell. All rights reserved. CommenterNation. Greatest nation since United Nations in attendance. Members only has one flaw, and it is one person that has endlessly and effortlessly come in between you guys quarreling. Even between the one that's no longer here to the present. Please see it. We out of here. Shout to the CommenterNation, $, capital THE, capital CZARR. Support the channel through that by the means, whichever means, whoever can. Cash App. Yes, it's a business. That's how we move. Subscribe to Queen Prodigy. Salute to Chris A. We in the building. I gave proof. I showed details. I gave you everything to show the character. And we ain't done. We ain't done. I got more to come. All rights reserved.